Hey there, it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and as promised on Fridays now, and I'm a little early this Friday, but I have a haircut this afternoon, so I had to get my video in before I went for my haircut. But anyway, too much information. But as I promised, Fridays now are Christmas cards. And I don't know about you, but my Christmas cards need to be simple, but have just a touch of wow on them. So today's Christmas card is going to be this very simple, Peaceful Deer. Now the Peaceful Deer stamp set is new from the mini catalog that I've showed you for like a month now. It should look like this. Well, it looks like this. You should have got it in the mail. And then we're also going to use the coordinating punch. It's a bundle, so you can buy the two together and get a little bit of a discount like this. And then it coordinates with something that's in the Sale-a-Bration catalog. Well, really two things in the Sale-a-Bration catalog, and that is the Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper. That's really pretty. It's got even these little deer here that you can use the punch to punch out. It's cherry cobbler, garden green, Sahara sand, but it's got a lot of nice patterns in there. Hope you could see. I'm going to just do a quick video, quick run through the paper. I think it's great, and when you can get it for free, that's even better. And then this Bedazzled is what it's called. Paper here, specialty paper, comes in 6x6. You get 8 sheets of that stuff. And I think this is going to sell out really quick. So if you're interested in some of this paper, I suggest you don't wait, you get it now. And while I have it out, but look how pretty that is. But while I have it out, let's hurry and just cut the piece here for the card. That's about 1/2 inch. And just like other paper, it's easy to cut, although it does shimmer like no other I've ever seen. But there you go. So we need 1/2 inch of that. And this I just cut the whole 6, and this is 6x6, and I just cut it in 1/2, and then we'll trim that down the same size of our card later. Okay, I need to slow down. Let's talk about the other pieces of cardstock that we're going to use today. Like I said, I want to keep it simple. So I have a basic white thick card base. That way you don't have to cut a piece of cardstock for the inside. You can just write on the outside. That you have a piece of that designer series paper. This is 5.5 by 3. That way you can get 8 pieces out of one sheet and make your designer series paper go further. And then we're going to lay that right there. So let's go ahead and just layer that up real quick. I have this as scored at 4 1/4, just in half, so that way you get a nice crisp fold on there. And then when I want to attach my designer series paper flush to the sides of my card, I'm going to bring in my Stamp-A-Ratus base. And let me show you why. Although I've showed you in other videos, but I'm going to show you again. Well, and plus I want to get it straight. So I'm going to take, this is the open part of my card. I'm going to put it up in this corner, and then I'm going to add some adhesive. Oh, and all my adhesive, every time I do a video, it seems like my adhesives are low. But let's see if I can get through my video without having to do a refill on my adhesive. Okay, a little bit of adhesive there. And now I don't have to worry about top and bottom, because remember, this is the top at the bottom. But I have it flush in this corner, and then when you put your designer series paper flush in the corner like that, it just lines up, and I didn't have it perfect, but it lines up really nice, and you can get your designer series paper perfect lined up with the sides of your card. That's just a quick tip there. And then we'll just take some adhesive on here, put a little bit there, a little bit there. We're going to just line this up or set this right, there we go, along the edge. And then just with my paper snips, I'm going to go ahead and trim that down so it's the same size. Nope, I got it right up there. So then look how pretty that is now, and how fast it went really fast. Then, and here we go. I couldn't find my ink pads. So let's do a little bit of stamping. I have a scrap of this is crumb cake right here. And then I did go ahead and use my layering circle dies, and I cut these. Now the cool thing about these is you could do 2. You could layer your cardstock and cut 2 at a time, so that makes it a little bit faster, because we're looking for fast. We want wow, but we want fast Christmas cards. Then I'm going to take these little antlers here and put them on a block, and I'm going to take my little deer here, and put him on a block. And let's take this crumb cake, and I'm going to just stamp the deer here on my crumb cake. And like I said, this is soft suede ink, so it looks just like that. And then we're going to take our handy dandy little punch here and then just punch him out. So I'm probably have to get my head in the camera or turn the punch so you can't see, but I want to do a better job than I did the last time. But really, even though I did a bad job, it turned out, I think it turned out really nice. So let's see how I did this time. Yep, I think he looks really good. Then I'm going to set him on my circle here, because I want to stamp my antlers onto the whisper, or the basic white. I'll never get whisper white out of my head. But I'm going to put it as much in the corner so I can get as much of my deer and my antlers in the circle here, just like that. And look how cute, now we're ready. Ooh, while we're stamping though, I have just a little scrap here. Now when you cut the inside of your card, you usually cut about a ½ inch off of your basic white, and that's what this is a strip of. And then I'm going to bring in this lovely Labels Pick-a-Punch. And now what I love about this punch is it has ½ inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch grooves, so you could put all 3 different sizes of those papers in. And then it has 2 different styles that you can use on one punch. But I have a ½ inch strip of basic white, and I'm going to put it in the one punch that I want, and then I'm going to turn it over so I can make sure that it's straight. Can you see there? So it's even in between and going to punch out nicely. So now I know where I want to stamp my greeting, and I'm going to just take that Merry Christmas here, put that on a block, and stamp that Merry Christmas, and we'll see if I can do it straight on the camera with my head not in there, but maybe it'll get in there. Then you guys can tell that I really do need a haircut. Oh, looks pretty good, right? Okay, before I put that away, we might as well stamp on the inside of our card. I'm going to bring in these words that say, wishing you a wonderful year and friendships dear. Is that not cute with that little deer stamp and punch? And stamp that right here in some soft suede. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a deer down here. Now last time I used, ooh, maybe this deer won't fit. She's going to fit on that block. I used the different deer just because it's fun to use all the different stamps in your stamp set. And looky there, then I have a little deer in there too. So that's all the stamping that I'm going to do. We're going to take our little deer here and put it up on dimensionals. So I have a mini dimensional, well, maybe they're all stuck together. Here we go. I have a mini dimensional that I'm going to put here on the back of his head. And he won't come off of there, so let's see if I can do it this way. Yep, there it is. And then just some standard dimensionals for his body. I think too, because the card's not too bulky, it doesn't have any ribbon on there, and the bling that we're going to use is kind of small. I don't think it would require a bunch of extra postage either, so it would be a fast, easy to mail Christmas card, which is something we all love. Then a little bit of adhesive, and I probably should have put this onto my cherry cobbler before I put that deer on there, so I lay flat on flat, but oh well. And we're going to lay that right there, and then put this dimensionals and then just lay this right here on the front of our card. And then I'm going to trim this just like that, put a little bit of adhesive on the back of him. Well, when you're almost out of tape, it sure is not user-friendly. There we go. And you know, I cut that a little crooked, so I'm going to lay that straight on my card like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and trim that down, so now he's straight this way too. There, that looks lots better. And then last, and definitely not least, we're just going to take a little red rhinestone here, one of my favorite products in the annual catalog, and put that right there on his nose for just a little bit of bling. And there you go. There's my card. This one, I wish I would have stamped my deer over a little bit, so you might want to pay attention to that. This one looks a little bit better. He's more in the, I might find a little happy saying right here. Yeah, let's celebrate. Let's see if I can mess up my card and put a little let's celebrate to fix where I put, I think this says, no, this says from all of us. I don't want from all of us. I'm going to find the let's celebrate. Oh, maybe it's too long to fit in there. Yep, let's find a shorter one. Nope, the celebrate has to fit because the other ones don't fit. So make sure you place your deer so you don't fumble around like I am. Embarrassing on our card at the end. But I'm going to try to fix it real quick and see what I can do here. Oh, and it's going to fit on there really nice. Let's just put it just like that. And looky up. Oh my. Thank goodness for photopolymer. There we go. So we just do a little celebrate there, and now he's not quite. I like this one better. So next time when you're making your card, make sure that your deer's in the center and don't mess it up like that. I might pull this one apart and redo him. But there's a fast Christmas card. Let's get rid of this one. Just look at this one. Nice. That you could make and get some free stuff. So when you buy the Peaceful Deer bundle and the cardstock to make the card, you could get for Sale-a-Bration some of that pretty bedazzled paper and some of that peaceful prints for free. Okay, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you put your deer in the center and don't do like I did on that other card. All right, I hope you're making Christmas cards. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you back here Monday. I'm going to use that Peaceful Cabin in the new catalog. I'm kind of excited for that card too. Okay, I'll see you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.